Hi
Hi,
guys, how are you?
for you.
Doing great. So I'm a big old Sweeney Todd fan. So I love this show very much, even though empanadas are one of my favorite foods, and now I'm afraid to eat them. But for you both, obviously at K Dot, I know your character is not from the Sweeney Todd lore, but how did you guys kind of navigate like marrying the cultural love for Sweeney Todd with this new show that pulls a lot from that story?
Well, so my character in the lore is more based on Tobias,
Mhm.
depending on what country you're from. um, and I didn't really take much um, from that because I had been working on the show for 5 years since the podcast. And when Aaron and I first were speaking about it, that wasn't it wasn't so much about the what do you call it? It wasn't the imitation of it. It was just like that was the bones of the character, just like the show
Mhm.
is maybe the bones of the original source material, not the play, not the
Yeah.
movies. It's the bones of the actual source material. And I think when you look at that through the lens of being in the Heights, we got to put those characters into real characters like myself that I would see every day after having lived in the Heights in real life, only
Mhm.
3 blocks away from where this story takes place. And so that really just married Nellie into this kind of Sweeney Todd Tobias, Heights girl.
And I love her. And but K-Dot, he's so sweet. Because he tries really hard to be a nice guy, not in the best of circumstances, or he doesn't do it in the best way, but he tries, and that's really nice to kind of see. And so for you, what was the joy of getting to be kind of like that sweet weird guy that we all kind of know, especially like if you live in New York, you know the sweet weird guy that always says hi to you, and you're like, hey,
Have you seen the whole thing?
yeah, yeah,
All 8 episodes? Okay, great.
yeah.
I'm not gonna give anything away, but yeah, but I love that was an attraction to the role,
Mhm.
and Aaron allowed us to have a lot of input on that. So that was really exciting to me, was the slow peeling of the onion sort of thing of where Jeremiah ends up as to where he begins, and hopefully you don't see that coming. So that was really really juicily fun for me, and that's what attracted me to the role of playing that part. Yeah, and you're
Yeah.
right. You do all know, especially in New York, there's always that guy, right? He's that guy. I wonder what
You're
that guy's
like,
like. I wonder what that guy's like
hey.
at home.
K-Todd was that guy when I first came on set. I was like, wait, now hold on.
He's that guy that's on the street corner, and you're
All
like,
right,
I
right.
know I can trust you, but
I said, oh, you're supposed to be here. Okay.
oh, I love that. But for both of you, for a show like this, which is like, I'm obsessed with framing. I'm obsessed with everything about this show. But for you guys, what do you hope audiences take away when they get to see a show like this that is a fresh take on a story we most of us know or have an idea of?
Well, I hope there's a lot of people in the audience that actually don't know the story of Sweeney Todd, so they can, they'll go into it fully unaware, which is
Mhm.
going to be great. They're going to be able to make their own assumptions or make their own conclusions based on our telling of the source material. Um,
Mhm.
I think that people who are already familiar, I hope that they are looking at it through the lens of, like we said, the Heights. They're looking at it through, what's the right way to say this?
Hopefully
Maybe
they'll just have fresh eyes.
yeah, maybe it'll be a way for them to reflect on some of the choices that they make in their lives, because it is a
Mhm.
more modern retelling. It's a modern setting of what's going on. Maybe they'll be able to know and say like, oh, I know how I could get from point A to point B, or, it just won't be so far away. Do you know what I'm saying? We watch a
Yeah.
period piece and it's very far removed from us, so it doesn't seem real. And this won't seem so far removed. And I hope that makes a greater impact on what they're seeing.
Yeah, I think it will. When I say I'm obsessed with the show, I don't mean it like lightly. Like I am very much obsessed with this
You're
show.
fangirling over this already.
Yeah,
Good.
between this and the revival of Sweeney Todd, I'm like, I'm living my best life,
Oh,
just like
good.
watching
Good.
stuff. But thank you guys so much for your time. I really
Thank
appreciate it, and
you.
I can't wait for people to see it.
We'll send you a case of meat pies.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I'll surely. Thank you.